Carla. Uh, Welcome to day 3 of the 15-day personal empowerment for empaths program. I hope you're feeling good. And so the topic of today is the awakening to your true self. And I believe this is super important to have to come to this point and realize and have this awareness, because it's after we have this awareness and our life changes completely, and it's the beginning. It's the beginning. I call it the beginning of a new life, because it will feel in the future feel so different from your past life that I call it the beginning of a new life, because it's simply it's the we have been, well, first of all, I'd like to start by saying that most of us, we have been so conditioned in our lives to, through parents, education, school, etc., to look outside of ourselves, to search outside of ourselves to everything that we want, everything that we need, to search in others, to search for situations, etc., that's going to give us everything we need, like, for example, love or validation or caring or self-esteem, etc. We always tend to look this outside ourselves, outside, because it's just how most of our world works, most of our society works. It's always to look for the external, but the thing is, when we go all of our lives in this always searching externally of ourselves, not listening to what we feel, and to not going inside, but always seeking the external, what was going to happen? It will always be temporary. Even if we find those things, it will always be in a temporary basis. It will never be sustainable, and it will always be like a sort of codependency. Become dependent of other people, to give us what we want, to give us what we need, and or other people, or other situations, or things. They're always to always have that constant feeling. It's always like an empty bucket, because once you go there, you refill, and then it's it's empty again, and then to refill again and refill again, and it becomes this relationship of codependency with the external, with other people, etc. And then it's like it always brings you like it can bring like a temporary satisfaction, but it always brings you like a feeling of a void, of something is missing. It's there's never like that's complete full satisfaction or fulfillment, because you always feel that something is missing. And what is missing, it's the connection with yourself. It's not the connection with others, it's a connection with yourself, because you're not going inside yourself, and that's a connection with your soul, with a connection with your heart. That's what it's missing. But I believe we spend a lot of our lives without even realizing that it's what it's missing. And that's okay, because we need to go through lessons and experiences in order to grow, and that's fun. It's all part of the process. It's all good. We don't need to think badly about past experiences, because they teach us, and they basically they are they helped us to be where we are now. So that's okay. That's fine. But the thing is, it will come a point in our lives when our soul is ready. It's ready to move on. It wants more, and it wants to grow, and it wants to evolve, and start having that feeling. No, there is more to life than this. Because many of us, we have had like glimpses of awakening throughout our lives. When we were a child, or a teenager, or whatever, when times when you connected to yourself, and you listened to yourself, and you followed it, and amazing things happen, and you met amazing people, you had amazing situations, and it all really made you feel really good, and but somehow we always went back to continually searching for the external, because it has to do with our beliefs, with our belief systems that we acquired when we were young, and we were so conditioned by them that we will always go back to them. It's like, okay, I had this example in my life, the situation was so good, but now let's go back to normal again, and it's because it's all about the conditioning. But it comes a point in our lives when we realize that this is not working. all this going outside of us all the time, and then it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. And it's not working. It's not working anymore. And when we start having this awareness, and I believe it's the reason why you are here in this program. You didn't find me, you didn't find this program by chance and by any means. So, and I believe it's why you're here. It's because you have this awareness now, and you want to do this work. You want to go inside yourself and find yourself, and that's the beginning. It's having this awareness, and that's where it's a basis of the coaching I do, the one-on-one coaching I do with my clients. It's when they get to this point when they are ready to do this inner work, because I always say this, it's like I don't do the work for anyone. I'm just a channel. I'm just the guide, the channel that is it's helping you on this journey, and it's connecting you with yourself. But you are doing this work because you signed up for this. I believe it. Even before we were born, we signed up to do this work. That's why you're here. And so when we finally get to this point of we have this awareness, that's when all the magic starts. That's when we have this desire to find out who it really are, and not what we thought we were, based on all those beliefs on what I should do, what I have to do, and etc. Why other people expect me to do, blah blah blah. But no, it's just like who I am, who I truly am, and it starts peeling all the layers, of what is not you, one by one. And or everything that it's a lie, it starts coming out of your life. When I say it's a lie, it means it's a lie to you. It doesn't make you feel good. It's not aligned with your true self. It might be right for someone else. We're all different. It might be something that's right, but it's not right for you. And this can include, I don't know, jobs, relationships, even things like exercising, things, music, etc. So many things. It includes everything in your life, basically. So that you've been buying into, but it's not you. It doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make you happy in a sustainable way, because that's why we're all here. We want to be happy and enjoy, because that's your natural state, but in a sustainable way. And you can only do that when you go inside yourself and find it in yourself, and you start giving to yourself everything that you were seeking externally, because you realize that you can. You have that inner power inside yourself to give everything you want to yourself, and that's the ultimate relationship you can have. Is that relationship with yourself, because it will be, when you start living not from your ego but from your heart center, it's going to be the basis for all your relationships you're going to have. And that's when and it's of course this is a process. This is not doesn't happen overnight. This is going to process, and I believe your higher self or God or source energy, and any label you want to give it, it only brings it to you, the things that you're ready. You'll never be given anything that you cannot deal with at any point. It only brings you what you're ready. Even if it feels like you're going through this process and it feels like I'm going crazy. I feel like going crazy. Why am I feeling all this, etc., etc.? It's normal. I want you to think that it is normal, and we're going through this peeling all the layers and finding your true self. It's about also feeling everything that it's not you, because you need to feel it to be released. There's no other way. I'm sorry. I would like to say it's all it's all unicorns and pink roses, but it's not. You need to go through and feel everything, feel the pain, feel the negative emotions, feel everything in order to connect with your happiness, because that is what true power is. When you allow yourself to feel everything, all the pain, everything that is stuck inside of you, it gives you the most ultimate power, because you are ready to deal with everything in your life. You're not scared anymore of anything. You're coming from the place of fear to the place of love, negative to positive, and then it will give you the ultimate power inside yourself. So it's don't don't be surprised if your life starts changing. If you start living relationships you end, or you start, you leave your job, you start your own business, you're gonna move to another house, to another country, anything can happen, because when you are aligning yourself, aligning from your inner truth, listening to how you feel. And so something when we start doing, we did many times before, like those glimpses of awakening, but now we're going to start doing it on a consistent basis. It's going to start to become being your new normal. And so what's going to happen as you change inside, your reality outside is going to change too. Your physical reality will start to manifest and you start changing. So this is completely normal, because it's your quest. It's a quest you are. So in search of your true life, in search of your true self. So your life is going to align in the external as well. And I believe it's a beautiful place to be, and it's something that we truly want. That's why we're all here, and it's to have to live a life of happiness in a consistent and a sustainable place, because I believe that's our natural state. So yeah, it's very important, as you're gonna realize throughout this program, that to be connected to how you feel, to come out of the mind, connect to how you feel, because that's where your true self is. It's our emotions are your guiding system, and we'll talk about this later in a more deeper way in this program. But it's to start having this awareness now that how you feel, it's guiding you, and it's the truth at all times. If you feel something is off, it's off. You don't need to go there. Okay, but I need to be sure that it's really off. No, it is really off. You can trust it. And if something it's not aligned with you, and your soul knows it, your intuition knows it. We are the result of many, many wisdom of past lives, and you just know it. And also what feels good. It's just because it's aligned with you. It is this simple. In reality, it is this simple. If we follow how we feel at all times, it's very simple. But I understand that for many empaths, it's kind of hard to distinguish between, okay, I have to connect with how I feel, but how do I know how I feel? How do I know the distinction between other people's emotions and my own? Because sometimes it can be also mixed up. And the way we start doing that, it's by setting up the intention to connect with how we feel. So don't give that attention and energy anymore to everything you think. Don't stop believing it's all truth, and stop giving your energy, especially to thoughts that don't make you feel good. If they don't make you feel good, they're not truth. And stop giving your energy to them, and start being the awareness behind your thoughts, and start going into your heart, coming from here to here, and start going into your heart and connect with how you feel. We're going to talk about this later in the program as well, a bit more. But the way you can start doing that now, it's by just sitting in silence, because the world could be a very noisy place, especially when you are, I don't know, working in a job. You always have people around, and then you go to the gym, always people around, or you go meet your family or friends, people around, other people's opinions, noise, etc. Or even if you go home alone, many people just turn on the TV and it's more noise, and it's difficult to listen to yourself when you have all this noise around, so it's just good to take time to be with yourself, sit with yourself, and if it's just for a few minutes every day, but sit in silence, and just set up the intention of, I want to know how I feel, and I want to connect with how I feel. And when you set up this intention, it will come to you. You don't need to force it. You don't need to push it. You don't need to make it happen. It will come to you. You just need to allow this to happen and be open to it, And when certain emotions arise, you just deal with them. You just, even if it is a good emotion, great. If it is an uncomfortable emotion, you just acknowledge it, and just instead of, because I think most of us, we live our lives like, when we feel an uncomfortable emotion, just okay, just go away, I don't want to deal with you. And we find something to distract us, just go and meet friends, or go and watch the movie, or I don't know, or even in alcohol and all other things, and just seeking things to distract ourselves from these emotions that are uncomfortable. But if we stop it, and if we acknowledge the emotion, and if we ask consciously the emotion, okay, what are you trying to tell me? what is that you're trying to tell me that I need to feel and I need to be aware. And when you set up this intention, the answer will come to you. And the thing is, when the answer comes to you, it's like that haha moment, and you acknowledge the pain, and you acknowledge, and you can be released. It can, because it's not serving you anymore, and it can be released, and released forever, for good. It goes out, and that's the journey from going from negative to positive, and that's the work, basically. That this is the inner work. It's to go inside and connect. And of course, it's not just connecting with bad stuff or negative stuff or emotions that feel uncomfortable, but it's connecting to what makes you feel good. You start going about in your life and thinking, wow, I really enjoy this, I really like it, wow, it makes me really feel really good, and I don't know, just put some music. I love writing music. Put some, it makes me feel really good, or I don't know, just enjoying my coffee in the morning, my breakfast, etc. Or simple things. It doesn't have to be the big major things of, and it's enjoy the simple things in your life, little ones that sometimes you don't pay attention, or take them for granted, but if they make you feel good, just allow yourself to feel good. They are aligned with you. They come from your soul, come from your inner truth. And so we shift the focus. We start shifting the focus and the more you shift the focus into the things that make you feel good, the more you're gonna start believing these are real. This is the normal. This is a normal state. And the more you can start setting up boundaries in your life, and the more you can start saying no to the things that are not aligned with you. You stop wanting to please others, and because you don't have that need to go externally and seek for the things you want to give yourself, because you are giving it to yourself. So you don't have the need to please others or to say yes to things are not aligned, because you're giving to yourself all of the things you need. And this is basic. You are being a mirror to others as well. When you do this, you're showing them it's safe to be yourself. You can be yourself, and you can live your life from your inner truth. And I believe when we do this inner work in ourselves, we are not just helping ourselves, we are helping the collective. I believe we're all one, we're all connected, and we are helping to raise the vibration of the collective. You're helping everyone around you, and you are, even if you don't open your mouth, you don't need to say anything. It's your vibration will speak for itself, and you're going to be a mirror to others. You're going to show them you can be yourself too. It's safe, and I believe this is amazing. This is an amazing time, and it's the basis of everything and the program that you are in. And I believe it's beautiful that you can come to a point where you accept all the parts in you, the good, the bad, the negative, the positive, everything. You accept even the parts that you were ashamed in the past or tried to avoid. It's that you realize this is all good, this is all part of who I am, and I accept myself unconditionally. I accept myself fully, and that's how relationship with other people is going to change as well, because the more you accept yourself, the more you're going to accept others as well, and the more you're going to show them they can be themselves. Of course, not everyone is going to be ready for this or wants this, which is fine. There's no rights or wrongs here, because everyone's path, everyone's journey, it's important, and everyone is here for different reasons. So if you're here to do this work, doesn't mean that someone else is. So everyone, as I was saying, everyone has their own sign up for different things in life, but you're going to show them, and you're going to show them that to many people that are going to be ready as well, and they want to go on this journey as well. And especially if you are an empath that has this calling to help others, and you want to do work as a light worker or whatever that work is. So it can be healing, can be Reiki, astrology, whatever, or just simply help others to start their own business, or whatever that is when you have when doing this work, it will reflect on the work you're going to help others as well. So that's super important. So I think you're going to realize that we're going from a place of doing, into a place of being. So we are allowing ourselves just to be, and to feel, especially to feel. uh so yeah, so that's all for today. I hope this all makes sense. And because I believe this is, as I was saying, I believe this is the basis for the rest of the program, is this awareness, this awakening, this desire to connect and awake to your true self. Because I believe that for everyone, the world needs our true self, needs us to be ourselves, because that's when we can show up fully in the world, and that's when we can use our gifts into the world as well, and make the world a better place. Starting by making our lives much better. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazing day. Stay connected with how you feel good at all times. Stay connected with that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, love you.